My parents charged me rent at 15 and forced my brother to deal Dr. Iggs as our investment to them. Ever since the day me and my brother enrolled into middle school, my parents made it very clear to us that we were their retirement plan. Their actual words to us were, "Your investments, not children." And the worst part was, they meant it. They put Ring cameras in our bedrooms and tracked us with Life 360 to make sure we were studying. And they made us submit these productivity reports every night where we had to account for every single hour. Can you imagine having to justify taking a 20-minute shower to your parents who timed bathroom breaks? They even charged us rent from our part-time jobs because it was supposedly practice for when we'd be supporting them. The real kicker though, they drained our college funds for their failed business ventures, but still somehow expected us to get into Ivy League schools. Things got really dark when I went to pick up my mom from her pharma sales job because her car was supposedly broken down. I caught her making out with this rich country club guy in his Mercedes. When she saw me, she jumped in my car and literally handed me a bottle of Adderall. She then said it was for my focus and my silence. I stared at those pills every night knowing I was already falling apart from working 3 jobs while maintaining a 4.2 GPA. But what choice did I have? My 15-year-old brother started dealing Adderall to other students, and instead of being horrified, our parents praised his entrepreneurial spirit and bought him an iPhone 15 when he made his first 1,000. Meanwhile, I was slowly dying inside, taking half doses of stimulants, trying to function on 2 hours of sleep. The only adult who noticed I was drowning was Ms. Chen, my English teacher who found me drooling on my creative writing assignment. Instead of getting mad, she let me nap on her classroom couch. When I won this national writing contest worth $5,000, I was so excited, until my parents literally stole the money saying I was finally contributing to the family. I lost it and threatened to tell my dad about the affair, but my mom retaliated by destroying all my theater costumes the night before opening night. Ms. Chen stayed up with me until 3 a.m., helping me remake everything. She said something that broke me. Parents shouldn't treat their children like investments. Everything exploded when my brother OD'd on his own pills trying to stay awake for 3 days straight to study. The cops found his stash in his bag at the hospital, and suddenly we needed lawyers for possession charges. My parents called this family meeting in the hospital while my brother was still hooked up to IVs, and they literally calculated how much he'd need to sell to cover the $50,000 in medical and legal bills. My mom actually said maybe they should have invested more in me since at least I hadn't needed lawyers yet. During this insane meeting, my dad's phone got a credit card alert from the hotel my mom had been at, and I watched him figure out the affair. But instead of snapping, he just kept talking about profit margins with this terrifying rage underneath. Ms. Chen became my lifeline, helping me secretly apply to conservatory programs, while I faked pre-law applications for my parents. She even opened a bank account for me to hide money in. My parents were so busy avoiding each other after the affair discovery that they barely noticed when I started moving out. I got a full ride to a performing arts school but told them it was entertainment law, and created this elaborate schedule to keep them separated at home so I could pack without them noticing. Before I left, I hid a spare key to my apartment in my brother's room with a note saying, "If you ever need to escape." For 18 months, I dodged their calls and built a new life until they saw me in a touring production ad. They ransacked my brother's room during a drug search and found my hidden key and address. While I was at rehearsal, they broke into my apartment and stole literally everything, including sentimental stuff like letters from Ms. Chen and my first paycheck stub. They left a note saying, "Payment 1 of what you owe us." My brother called sobbing because he thought he hid the key so well and felt responsible. I was filing a police report when he called again saying they were sending him to military school tomorrow because he enabled my betrayal by hiding that key. His voice was shaking when he said he knew I was done with them, but he couldn't do this alone. So now I'm sitting here realizing I can't cut them off yet because I have to save my brother first. Full story on channel, linked below.